Collapsing Lungs was such a like a developing organism. It was like we had no set sound. We know we wanted to do something a little more on the industrial side. That's what we were into, but we really never wanted to put any limitations. It was really whoever joined the band, everybody brought something to the table, and that was okay. And that's what really happened. It was a really organic process with Collapsing Lungs.
The band was very popular. A&R reps were coming to see us. We knew we were going to get a record deal because we had all the major labels looking at us, and Daryl was just making contacts every day. He was just in the face of all the record labels, and it was just which record label was going to get us eventually.
I don't think any of us, realized what was ahead for us and what to expect. Like I said, we were really green when it came to things like that. We were just a bunch of guys from Florida that got pretty much, we worked our asses off to get signed and stuff. Practiced pretty much every night and finally get it so that we were so tight that, the labels couldn't ignore us.
The Colorblind EP will be out May 17th. Y'all gonna buy one, right?
I remember going to lunch, coming back, and everybody saying they're out of the band, they're left. And there was a lot of tension at the time. Yeah, it was a relief in one way. I didn't have to sit in the room, with all the pot and just the haze in there. You couldn't even see through the room. But at the same time, it was kind of a drag, like knowing that those guys were really replaceable, as far as our sound went.
This whole thing about hiring and firing, it fucking pisses me off because you know what? When you're in a band of friends, there's no fucking hiring and firing. You just you get together and you jam, So this shit about hiring somebody or firing somebody, that turns into a business, And when it turns into a business, a lot of the times, man, when you're like childhood friends, it goes downhill because people start thinking for themselves. People start thinking, oh, I need to make more money than this guy.
We've had offers from a lot of labels, but nothing's concrete right now. We're just taking them as they come and seeing who offers us the best deal. But it's looking really good.
I remember Daryl, the band manager. I'll always say that. He called me about 10 o'clock the following morning of the showcase. He says, "Hey, you know what?" I said, "What?" He says, "We got the fucking deal." I said, "Are you shitting me?" He says, "Yeah." Yeah, I would have to say that's a very exciting part of my life. I was 24 then, I guess, and I was on my way to a major record deal. What could be better?
Once we signed the deal and we got the shows just kept getting. I mean, we lost some fans of Collapsing Lungs, definitely, but we gained a lot of new fans. I mean, the shows were real intense. I mean, we wound up opening for some real big acts too, like the Toadies and Cypress Hill, and we went on a tour with House of Pain, and Limp Bizkit opened the show for us when they were nobodies. And I mean, so I mean, I wouldn't give it up for the world. I mean, granted it was 10, 12 years ago now, but it was a great time. And I wish it went a different path, but the album, I always can say I have an album out that came out worldwide. We were in the fucking TV Guide where where you can get CDs for a penny. We were in that section, BMG. So it was cool. I mean, it gives you chills when you talk about it.
Well, the whole thing fucking pisses me off. I think everyone in our whole crew, in and out of the band, deserves to have had a shot that we never had. And we were so close, and everyone knows it till this day. All the national bands that came to town that we smoked, even the Nationals, man, that remember us, they know, they were there on the side of the stage watching us like, holy shit, this band with no sound check, is just fucking killing it. And look at these kids, and half the times, these Nationals that would come to town had tripled their crowd because of us in Florida, a place that has shit, no, it's not LA, it's not New York, and I think the scene had a lot to play with it too, where we're from.